show is more on point than any other mainstream media outlet that exists.
The Breakfast Club.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it.
Right the fuck out. You think I'm gonna come here when this ain't hot?
DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God.
Being here next to all of you guys, it's really big.
It's one of my favorite shows to do, just because y'all always keep it 100, y'all keep it real. But what better place than here?
I think everybody should go on the Breakfast Club and start with that if you want to shake it up.
It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake up! Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is King in Dallas.
Peace. Get it off your chest.
Hey, yo, man, I want to talk to Charlamagne about the donkey of the day that he gave yesterday. About the kids that fought the high school coach.
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, my son is in almost the exact same position. Mm-hmm. Like, my son is arguably the second best, but, you know, they'll say, whatever, he's one of the best players on the team. His coach treats my kid like he's a stepchild that don't like his stepchildren. Like, my kid is only 6'6", but the coach puts him, like, in the post when my man, you know, belongs around the perimeter or whatever. And so when he makes a bad play, the coach benches him for the rest of the game. And I'm talking about, if he make a bad play in the first quarter, he on the bench for the rest of the game. The team will lose, and the coach will blame my kid. So, like I said, when they were fighting the coach for benching the dude, I understand. I'm not going to do it. I mean, we don't move him out of school anyway. But like I say, I understand why they did it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but the key word is you wouldn't do it. You know why? Because you have high emotional intelligence, and you're a grown-ass man who knows that would be a terrible example to set for your kid, that just because he's not getting his way or because he disagrees with an authority figure, violence is the answer. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
That's all I'm saying.
This coach deserves it. Because, this coach, he calls him a soft-ass N-word.
That's the coach. Is he black?
Yeah, he's black.
Oh, that's
my
cool.
kid black, coach black.
Yeah.
But you know what? As a parent, when you feel like your kid is not being playing right or he's not being treated fairly, I understand it. I had the same problem with Logan, and I just had to move him from out of that school to another school, and it was, I didn't have that problem. But that's what happens sometimes when you got these towns, these small towns, and people are playing kids because they know their daddy. We call it daddy ball sometimes. We get these problems a lot of time. But when your child puts hands on a coach, like Charlamagne says, even though it might have been, you might feel it was warranted, you don't want to teach your kid that, if he doesn't get his way, the first thing to do is act in violence,
And also, you and Envy said something. Why do y'all move y'all kids just because the coach is tough?
No, it's not a matter about being coach. It's a matter about being fair. There's a difference.
Fair, though?
Fair is, if I'm the coach and you're my neighbor and I'm playing your kid because you're my neighbor and we're friends, but I'm not playing Lauren's kid because I don't know Lauren's kid.
Oh, that's different.
That's not fair.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And especially now in high school or elementary school, like, it's really big where these kids are getting scholarships, they're getting looked at. So if I don't play Lauren's kid and I play your kid, all the eyes are going to be on your kid and not Lauren's kid.
Oh, that's
so it's
different.
Not fair.
I understand that, but just saying, like, the coach is tough.
No, I don't mind tough.
And so you move your kid, it's just like, that's not the way life works.
No.
There's going to be people that are tough, that are authority figures.
No, I don't mind tough pause. I mind fair. You got to be fair. If you're not fair, then that's a different conversation. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Dingo.
Hey, Dingo, what's up, my brother? Man? I don't know why every time you call, I think of Bluey, man.
I don't know why either, but that's
because
all the more
Bluey's
reason why we need to get some work in and get a cartoon of our own going, Charlotte.
Yeah, Bluey's sister is Bingo, that's why. You just sound like you be in the family.
That makes sense. Bingo. Well, it's all good, man. What's good with y'all?
We
Blessed,
good,
black, and highly favored, man.
Hey, that's what's up. Lauren, how you doing, Ma?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, low-key, before I get into all this, don't let them people on social media keep clowning you. I don't know why they be coming at you so hard. I don't know why they hate you so hard. But you cool. I ain't got no problem with you. I think you straight. So I don't know why they keep coming at you.
I actually like it. I feel like it helps my numbers. And if they talking.
What they be saying about you?
You right.
Oh,
they be going. They want Charlotte. They be going.
They said, I don't hate men. Don't see, this is why they be coming at me, because you got freaking.
I agree with that one.
Angel to my left, the devil to the right of me over here.
What else they said? Let me see if I
do you be dating? You be dating?
Oh, we trying to holler.
Oh my God, yeah, I do. But
I ain't trying to holler. I ain't trying to holler because I don't think Lauren gonna be on that with me.
My luck ain't even I don't know what I'm doing out here at this point. I'm just wondering.
Okay. Well, shoot. Why don't you come to Chicago? Maybe I can show you how.
Chicago? No, I've been there, done that. I'm staying away from Chicago.
Damn.
Damn.
I had to throw an ice bucket at my last person from Chicago.
You did the ice bucket challenge with somebody?
No, I was in the club and it was a whole thing.
Jesus.
Oh, well, whatever, man. Y'all tripping. It's cool,
But get in the comments
shorty.
and argue back for me because I'm not supposed to be arguing back.
That's fair.
And if y'all want to argue in my comments, it's Lauren LaRosa, LOREN. Come join us.
Well, Charlotte and Envy, I appreciate y'all so much. I just wanted to get on here just in case this is the last time I talk to y'all for the year. I wanted to thank y'all, man, because low-key, y'all have been inspiring me. I've listened to y'all for years and years and years, like y'all know. And, I got my own show now, the Mr. Dingo Show, and I've been doing that for about a year now. And I really want to thank y'all for giving me, the strength and the courage and also the motivation to pursue my own lane. So I really appreciate y'all, and I got a nice little following, and I just want to keep that momentum going. Y'all can holler at me at the Mr. Dingo Show on Instagram if y'all want to check me out, see what I be talking about on Mondays. And, I really appreciate y'all for paving the way for a young brother like myself to be in this lane. So
thank you, brother.
No, I respect that, but I pray God, continues to give us the strength to encourage y'all to do other things other than buy more podcast microphones. You know what I'm saying? There's too many of y'all, you know what I mean? And it's not good for the ecosystem.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051.
What side of the bed did you wake up on this
If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Top of the morning, Envious Montana. What's cracking?
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
I want to get off my chest. I had a blessed weekend in West Virginia with my daughter Brooklyn this weekend. Okay. And now I'm looking forward to Christmas with the rest of my kids.
I love it, man. I love the holidays, man. I was thinking about that yesterday, like driving through, Jersey, and you saw all the Christmas lights up and all the decorations and everything. It literally is the most wonderful time of the year.
Top of the morning, Uncle Charlamagne, and good morning to the beautiful guest host as well.
Good morning.
You guys be blessed. I'm crossing this George Washington right now. I'm a truck driver, and this traffic is crazy.
Well, be safe.
Part.
And you know what I need one time?
I got you, Envy.
He wants you to blow him.
That was a light blow. Look, there you go. That's better. Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
It's Twan.
Twan, what up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, I just be listening to y'all boy every day. Shout out to Envy and Charlamagne the God.
You already know.
Like when y'all be bashing Trump, like the man did a lot of good as well. I mean, everybody overlooked that. Like if it's the problems with him or whatever, but I think my dude got some potential.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. It's not about bashing. It's just about looking at, it's just about looking at things through a common sense lens. When I look at the fact that, you have all these Supreme Court justices, who are looking to gut voting rights, who have got rid of Roe v. Wade, who've gotten rid of affirmative action in colleges, and just the president, who wanted to get rid of the Constitution to overturn the results of an election. Now he's saying that he never took an oath to support the Constitution. I don't think y'all want fascism in America, but boy, y'all headed fast towards it.
So, what good thing do you mean? Are you talking about the stimulus checks? What other good are you talking about?
No, I didn't even care about the stimulus. Like, the economy was, pretty decent when he been inside there. Like, Biden got inside there, and gas prices went high, groceries are unaffordable right now.
But we also went through a pandemic when the whole world shut down. And we're we're now feeling the effects of that. So the effects wasn't going to be instant, but that's what we're feeling the effects from.
Right.
So what else did he do for us?
Can't be put on just one man. Every politician that gets inside there is responsible for their actions and their.
But you're putting everything on Biden right now.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Everything. I never said that.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I just don't think fascism is what we want in America, sir. I'm not even opposed to a conservative. I'm just not.
Well,
with,
I mean,
I'm
that's
not with the
from
Trumpism.
Charleston, Bub.
I can tell.
Yeah.
all day long, baby. I vote whatever the people vote, but I ain't gonna put my vote on somebody that ain't trying to push us. Like, I work hard every day, but just like y'all, boy.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
It's Rodney.
Rodney, what up? Get it off your chest.
I don't have anything to get from my chest. I just want to wish my son a happy 16th birthday.
Hey, all right. And where you from?
All right, Dell. Long Island.
Long Island. What you doing for his birthday today? Anything?
He had basketball practice and stuff today, but Saturday we taking him out.
All right. Well, enjoy it.
All right, Dell. Happy birthday. Love you.
Peace, brother.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us today.
Who we got?
We got the CEO of Zeus Network, Lamel Plummer. Did I say your name right?
Yes.
Okay. And a young lady that's banned from The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, but
Natalie Nunn is here.
Oh, my God. Natalie Nunn. Why did you feel like we canceled your interview?
Because I was told that we were going to come up here last week when the baddies were here. And then I was like, why are we not invited anymore? I don't know. We have multiple publicists, so
They lied to you.
they must have lied.
Yeah, because you were never scheduled.
But I'm here now.
You're here now.
So let's get into.
Is he still a bitch-ass guy? I just want to know that.
I've been wanting to come up here for years after that interview years ago because.
How long ago was that?
It was not that long ago.
That was 10 years ago, Natalie.
Okay, well, you still be talking hella shit.
I don't know. But I think what happened was somebody took a clip of the old interview and repurposed it.
Because it's been going around again.
Yes.
And I was annoyed all over again.
You were annoyed all over again.
Yeah.
I understand that. What were you annoyed about in that conversation?
Everything. Because you used to just be like, I don't know. Because I feel like over the years you have gotten a little bit more like, you just used to be an ass.
You're right.
And it was just like to the point where like, cringe to come up here, you know? I mean, I was like, F it, let's go. It gave me Donkey of the Day on a Friday before. Do you remember that?
I'm sure I do.
You used to go in. So, and then the video came back up and I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go back up to the Breakfast Club because we got to have a conversation.
Well, I apologize if anything I said back then hurt your feelings.
What did he say?
He was just like, well, it was Bad Girls Club days. And he was like, oh, you're a big chin, loud mouth. You're never going to be anything.
That sounds like him. That sounds like him.
Says that?
That sounds like him.
Look, he thinks it's funny though. That's the thing.
That's crazy.
And I was just sitting in the chair, and I was younger, so I was like, "What the f?" Like, yeah. But no, he just used to be rude.
Well,
a lot of reality TV stars really always used to feel some type of way coming up here, especially the females.
Well, I apologize to you if that means anything.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I'm gonna get on Lamel ass though, because Lamel out here, with this damn Zeus Network, bringing down the black community one show at a time. We're gonna get on Lamel. We're gonna get on your ass.
Wait a minute.
A lot of people,
you know I'm still a bad girl, so you might want to be careful how my bars look.
a lot of people do feel that. They feel like that Zeus is a low when it comes to our people, showing the fighting, showing the things that sometimes make our community look bad. What is your response to that?
We're telling real, authentic stories. We're giving out, opportunities to all sorts of folks. I don't look at it like I'm doing anything different than HBO and Netflix and
that's fiction though.
Oh, they have a lot of reality shows. They have a lot of unscripted shows that
I ain't never seen nobody on HBO get busted over the head and have a gas so deep that they had to go get stitches.
Hey, listen, HBO has shows like Real Sex. They have shows that they end up showing the real. I don't know. I think for me, because I'm black owned, we're young, we're new, we're hot. I think, people are feeling away, and
I commend you on the infrastructure. I commend you on what you've built. It's hard to build any type of subscription-based platform to have. I think you got like 1 million subscribers.
We have. See, hey, look, he does this every time. We have a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, I heard y'all got a lot of subscribers. You know what I mean? So I commend that. But
greenlighting, Krishan and Blueface show. That wasn't me bringing down the black community. I mean, we just. We allowed them to tell their story in their way. We made sure it was raw, it was real, uncensored, unfiltered.
A lot of people didn't like that because they were fighting each other during it, and it was showed. And I guess people want to know, is there balance on your network and not just continuously
That's the problem.
Fighting,
I don't think...
Is there a positive show? Is there a this? Because in all these networks...
we have tons of shows on the platform. I think folks highlight some of our hit shows, and that's the ones that they focus on. But I think we have fitness shows, we have short form content, we have some scripted, we have Doses. Drea has a show on the network. I think we have dating shows. One More Chance. We had Tokyo Tony's dating show, B. Simone, Quay, Bobby Lights.
B. Simone was on there? I didn't know B. Simone had a show on there.
Yeah. You're my boy. She was early days, around the time we first launched. I mean, you have the Real Black China. That was a real show. Had a lot of heart. I mean, our shows have, so many different components to it. I think that the Baddies show, Baddies, is one of our hit shows. I think Jocelyn's Cabaret is is a hit show, and I think people focus on that Krishan Blueface show. Those are hit shows.
I watched Jocelyn's Cabaret for the first time last week. Just hilarious. Had me watch an episode. I saw 3 fights in one episode.
Jesus.
The girl got hit so bad. She had a gas so deep in her head that she had to go to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah. See, y'all don't play like the other networks. Like I know VH1 and MTV. Sometimes if there is a fight, the person is suspended. Y'all just it's reality.
I mean, there are consequences for things that happen, on set when people do things. I mean, I'm a little different than most CEOs when it comes to working with certain folks when things happen. I don't know. I think I have a great relationship with a lot of our content partners. I'm a little bit more lenient when it comes to certain things. I understand. I mean, we have real conversations about things that happen, whether it's Natalie or Jocelyn or China or Blueface, Krishan. I mean, we have real conversations. So, I understand. I'm just a little bit more, flexible. We're not a traditional network. We're non-traditional. We're independent. We are black owned. And so, we understand the folks that we're working with as well. Some of them, may not pass the psyche valves or the
y'all don't do psych evaluations?
If we need to do some, we'll do some. We do background checks. We do our due diligence when it comes to folks that we work with. But for me, it's just about giving people an opportunity to tell their story. And some networks aren't looking to work with people. I see value. I see value in all of our cast members, all of our talent, all of our content partners. And so I think everybody's different. Everybody has a different story to tell. And we just provide those opportunities to have hundreds of people working for your network, giving jobs. I mean, that's on and in front of the screen and behind the scenes is a big deal for me.
Let me ask you, for people that don't know, what was the idea of this network? How did you get this network started, and how did you get it off the ground?
He was in a club and saw a bunch of girls fighting.
There you go. I mean, that's exactly what happened.
This on Shade Room. We can record it ourselves and put it on TV.
Wait. Not at all. No, I think for me, originally, I wanted to launch a television network. I come from working with parents who own networks. So I just thought it was.
You said you come from parents
that owns television networks.
Okay.
Oh, your parents owned like local cable?
Yeah,
a bunch. I think you told us that before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it was just important to launch my own network. But I felt like the Netflix model was the new wave. All about convenience, choice, and control. Subscription model. VOD. All that stuff was just like the new wave. And so for me, I just wanted to get ahead of it.
All right, we got more with Lamel Plummer, CEO of Zeus Network, and Natalie Nunn. When we come back, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Lamel Plummer and Natalie Nunn. He's the CEO of the Zeus Network. Charlamagne?
You do have a double major in sociology and communication, which when you was here 10 years ago, that's one of the things I said. I was like, don't you want to utilize those degrees? Do you feel like you're utilizing them now?
Yes, for sure. I feel like now that I'm like executive producing Baddies, I deal with all of the girls every day. Like, I'm hands-on, with Lemmy and the team, whether it's casting, working with the girls on camera and off camera. Just, I feel like my communications degree definitely helps in that field. Because for some reason, I could smack the shit out of a girl and we could still have a conversation 5 minutes after. And then, even then, sociology, I really understand a lot of the girls and just even the bad boys. Like, the study of people is really, what sociology is. So I feel like I definitely am able to utilize both of my degrees. I think I told you that before, even, when I was up here years ago. Like reality TV, I think that is really what's helped me be a reality star, and now even like a boss, because I can literally sit there, listen to them. I get it, and work with them.
And it's helped you to manipulate people, right?
Sure.
Because you know what you're doing on social media. And I guess that's the only thing that I be tripping off. Because even last week when you went into the whole tirade, Charlamagne, but I'm like,
and I knew
she
you were
knows
gonna,
what she's doing.
I do know what I'm doing.
But I know these.
Could y'all just help me make up? Just make up. Just both of y'all make up.
This is me.
But I know these things. I guess that's the only thing.
He's a great story producer.
He is really good.
I just want people to see more of that side.
Okay.
Because people do follow you. They do watch you. And I think you owe it to these people to show them all of that whole totality of Natalie Nunn.
I think they're getting it. I mean, the thing is like, I do feel like I live two lives, and I'm gonna be honest, because I'm on reality shows with other females that you probably would not see me with all the time and every day, but we're living together for a month and a half, 2 months, whatever, while we're filming, and then I go home. I have like family, and so my friends from home, and so it is like a balance for me. I have to tap back into being the boss baddie now. I don't really, I'm not on the show like Bad Girls Club 10 years ago, like being manipulative and doing that. I actually am in just sitting there like, so how can we figure this out, girls? Like, if you guys want to fight it out, fight it out. If not, like, so I have grown up, but I can still be very manipulative, especially.
Sociology degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you was an athlete. Didn't you go to the Junior Olympics?
I did. I played soccer at USC.
See what I'm saying, Natalie? Like, people need to see that. That's why I get frustrated at, because I'm like, you're more than just the reality show.
Yeah, for sure.
Person.
I mean, I feel like over the, 14 years now of me being on reality TV, people know that, They know. They know.
How do you keep yourself from really getting mad, though? Like when you're really about to get upset, like what do you do? Chin up, shoulders back, breathe. Tell yourself you got this.
I wouldn't take that.
What?
This is what he does.
Y'all make everything a joke. Like, what are you talking about?
You said pull ups.
That's the technique my therapist tells me to do that. Yes, chin up, shoulders back, breathe.
God.
You got this. That's a technique your therapist will tell you to do. Chin up.
Show me again. Okay.
Chin up.
Okay, chin up.
Shoulders back.
Shoulders back.
Breathe.
Smack the out of you.
Why?
Hand goes back. Bow.
Why?
No. The thing is, the girls do still to this day, and I think at this point, because of where I'm at, like even especially at Zeus, I mean, everybody wants to be at the top, so they find a way to come for me. Whether if it's Tommy coming on my show, and again, like I got in the ring with Tommy, we did our big one, we fought at the reunion because it was more than just the words and the bickering. Now it's like you're trying to come for a spot that's not your spot, and let's just be very clear, like you're on my show, which is Baddies is my show, and have a little respect. But the thing about females are they're just really catty, and it's just never gonna. That is never gonna change. Girls are catty, jealous. They can be malicious. They could be very nasty individuals. So I feel like now for me, the only way I'm gonna really snap and smack the shit out of a bitch is if you're really with my money, or you're doing some weird shit. You're being weird behind the scenes. That's when it can get ugly. So I got in the ring with Tommy. We did our thing, and she's still, I think it was Floyd Mayweather weekend. She tried to pull up on me at a little spot in South Beach.
I have nothing to do with this stuff.
So
how many times y'all gonna fight? Like
I told her to come inside, but she was just outside doing, taunting.
Are y'all gonna be 50 fighting?
The housewives was just, they're 50 fighting. I'm only in my 30s.
That don't make it right, though.
I didn't say it was right, but I'm just saying I get backlash for that too.
Well, we appreciate you guys for joining us.
And I think we're going to continue to see a lot of evolution from Natalie Nunn, just like people continue to see a lot of evolution from me. You know what I mean? I think that you're going to continue to grow.
Thank you.
And I think we're going to start to see the whole totality.
What's gonna grow? Not my chin.
No,
just know that
come on,
my
Natalie.
chin's
I'm telling you this sincerely.
Can I get a hug, Charlamagne?
Come on.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Appreciate you for coming.
I love you, DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
Natalie Nunn
too, man.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, our guest co-host Donnell Rawlings and Jess Hilarious are here. The River Ninja.
Hey, yo.
All right, so we're asking, we were talking about Kanye's wife. She was in the store, and people think that she was too flirty with an individual, and this is how it went down.
Sexy, my name New. Nice to meet you. You from LA?
Yes.
Okay, I just moved down here.
Where are you from?
Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah, you got good eye contact.
Yeah. You just shopping around?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, it's the same. There's just a pair of shorts I wanted to see.
Yeah? Can I get your number?
I'm married.
Oh, damn.
So 800-585-1051. If this was your significant other, how would you feel? Is it too far? Let's start with you, Jess. What you think?
I honestly, I wouldn't be flirting like that. I think she was just a little bit too flirty. But she seemed to like the Chicago boys. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he may not have known that was shorty, because I honestly don't even know.
I don't think he knew.
Yeah, I don't know what she looked like. And then honestly, we gotta look at, is this a serious marriage? Like, what is this a marriage for? We was talking about Jonathan Majors and Megan. All right, at least they just together. I think this nigga went to go get married just for something to do.
Just
you know what I mean? So this could be something just, she could probably still do whatever she wants. You know what I mean? You just never know how it is with Kanye.
I think if it was publicity stuff for Kanye, he'd have married a Jewish woman.
Think so?
That'd have been the only way to
to fix the problems,
fix the issues.
Right.
Yeah. One of the ways.
What do you think, Donnell?
I just think some people have certain lifestyles. It might be that she might be the person to go get somebody to play that whatever that I don't know. It's on the internet. When you
cuckold.
Yeah. With that part, so
cuckold is when when somebody likes watching their significant other get sleep with another person, right?
Yeah, and Kanye seemed to like that freaky stuff. When he was busting those meetings, he was showing like old porn videos of him and Kim or some stuff like that. So it might be something he'd be like, "Girl, go get her."
Yeah,
and bring her.
And
home.
it's so quick. It's just so quick. I don't even think it's real, to be honest.
It do sound like she was showing all her teeth, and I agree with both of y'all. It's like we don't know what they into.
Yeah, and then what is he talking
seem
about?
Like a lot, though.
You got like real great eye contact. Like what is that?
How I turn this thing off my phone? I'm like the whole conversation
on your phone. Oh my goodness, this guy's old as hell.
Not in the middle of
text
work.
that to somebody.
Middle of the show.
He pushed the microphone, so everything we say is going on his phone.
So, so you just text somebody.
Come on.
Send. Donnell send.
Donnell send.
Let's go to the phone lines.
Thanks.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this Sean from Memphis.
Hey, Sean from Memphis. What's poppin', brother?
Man, nothing much.
Now,
DJ Envy, Uncle Shala.
What's up, brother?
I'm gonna be out there in
All right,
Memphis this
hilarious.
weekend too.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
Now we're talking Kanye's wife. What's your thoughts?
Man, ain't nothing you can do. She got a pretty wife as far as folks stepping to her, but she did the right thing as far as letting her know, hey, I'm married. Just scoot on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
there are some people that like to talk and that are talkers, and like somebody said that the dude was probably big. She might have felt the way like I don't want to disrespect this guy because sometimes if you disrespect the guy,
that happens to women all the time.
And she could just be very friendly, to be honest.
That happens a
lot.
But
she said it like it's like I would have been like, oh no, I'm married. She was like, I'm married.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But she probably did have to do that because just like sometimes women be feeling away. They be feeling like they're in danger.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And these dudes out here crazy. You reject some of these dudes with these fragile egos out here if you want to. They swing on you.
And to be honest with you, if I was married to Kanye, I wouldn't know if I would be married or divorced within the next day. So I might go ahead and go flirt with somebody at a Starbucks.
You don't know what your status is.
Never know.
Hello, who's this?
This is Angela.
Hey, Angela. Good morning. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts on it is, because I saw. Oh, good morning to everybody too. By the way, I'm sorry.
Hey, girl. What's up?
Peace.
My thoughts on it is, I don't think it's necessarily flirting. More as when I looked at the video, the guy seemed like he was a little taller than her, so it might have been a little nervousness on her part.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we said too.
That when someone comes up to me and I'm nervous, it might come off as flirting, but it's just me like trying to get out the situation.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right.
If she felt the way, instead of trying to be and be. Like peace. Let me talk, be nice, so that way he doesn't feel like I'm trying to play him. That's
a damn shame women got to be like that.
I know.
Man. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for women that have to go through that.
Yeah.
To feel that way.
Yeah. I never do.
Because when all these women be trying to holler at me, I just say I'm married and they move out the
Child,
way.
Nobody hollers at you.
What you do when the guys holler?
Nobody hollers at you.
What you do when the guys holler?
He give me the number.
You pull out the fan? You do that? Yeah. Say it, Larry. Say it.
Yeah. Dean. Hello?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, bro? We're talking about if your significant other was doing the same thing. What would your thoughts be, bro?
Man, me and her gonna have to have a little talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Because she was all in.
Yeah, but
talking about her eyes and having good eye contact. My woman doing that. But I kind of like when a dude's complimenting my woman, man. What are y'all on my woman? That lets me know that I've got something going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think the thing that we not factoring in is what we all been saying is that sometimes women be feeling like they in danger and they don't want to reject the guy because the guy might flip out.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in Detroit, they just doing all that to the women. So I get it, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes they got to flirt with a dude just to spin him. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Hey, Tia. Good morning. What's your thoughts, Tia?
Good morning. First of all, oh my God, I cannot believe I got through. I love y'all. I bought both of y'all books.
Thank you.
Jess, you definitely a new co-host.
Yes, girl.
You be up there killing it. My favorite so far.
Thank
you think Jess should be the new co-host?
Yes.
Yes, I think she is bomb. She had me cracking up laughing. I think she just make a good fit with y'all.
Thank you so much, girl.
But yeah, in regards to the question, I feel like if old girl would have jumped the gun and been like, oh yeah, I'm married, blah blah. The conversation could have went left. She didn't know what he was really doing.
Right.
He might just be a friendly person. If she'd have been like, oh yep, I'm married, yep, showing her ring or whatever, he could have been like, okay, calm down. I'm just saying what's up, because a lot of women had that in their mind, like, oh, every man trying to talk to me, and that couldn't have been, that didn't have to be the case.
No, that's real.
Okay.
It's like that when you attractive, though,
and
man.
he was recording, right?
Yeah,
He was recording.
seen it.
I don't know if she did see. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because it looked like it was kind of like it was stationary. I don't know if he had it in his
Also, maybe he knew that was Kanye.
I was going to say, did he know?
Wife,
Because he was
yeah.
recording her. So.
But what's the moral of the story? Jess, you got a moral?
Listen, it's okay, because I don't think it's really that serious, because while she is flirting a little bit too much or being too friendly, he probably in Kim Bush's. We don't know. So it's like, we pick your battles. At least she said, I'm married. He probably ain't tell nobody he married.
Right.
It's just hard being attractive. People trying to holler at you all the time. I get it all the time.
Well, what
man.
she
It's
look
crazy.
like? I need to see her. But yes.
Jesus Christ. All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests with us.
Man, the ghetto legends.
That's right. 85 South Show is here.
Yes,
Chico
sir.
Reed, DC Young Fly, and Carlos Miller.
Man, first of all, it ain't about us, man. Congratulations
Yes.
to y'all brothers on streaming number one on Netflix.
Yes.
The number one trending show on Netflix
Yes.
was Ghetto Legends. Y'all knocked out Black Mirror. Damn. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Most def. That's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge.
That's a big deal. Don't downplay that one.
No, we ain't
No, we
downplaying.
ain't
We
downplaying
just hearing what y'all saying about what we've been saying for years. So we just like, okay, thank you.
Charge triple. That's what it means.
Yeah, most definitely charge triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going.
That's what
We're
it
about
means.
to inflate the bag.
What made y'all want to do that? What made y'all want to put that out as the Netflix special? Because all of y'all are individual comedians.
Right.
But why that?
Because it showcased a lot of what we do on the 85 South Show. It was just like a great promo vehicle. It was like to show the elements of the show. Right. And once we looked at the final cut and we saw it, like we got the elements of the live show, it's just gonna be great promo for all the people who've never seen the show.
Right.
So now they're gonna go back and pull up the raw, uncut, real one. So we gave them the version for the world, but now they get to come back and see the real.
All the way. It's the best commercial we could have shot for what we do. You know what I mean? We've been doing it for so long, but we built up so much content that, it's kind of hard for people who aren't our core following to even know where to start. That is a great place for people to start.
Right.
You start there, and then it's easy for you to work your way back through because you done fell in love with what we gave to people in regards to the Netflix special. So it worked out perfect.
Where was you at when you heard the number one, Chico?
I was in the house with my daughter, man, and she told me, and she goofy, so she was like, "Yeah, Daddy, you got some more money to give me." I was like, "Hey, wait a minute. They got some more money to give us." But yeah, she was the one that told me, and then I don't really consume a lot of media on television, so like you said, we really didn't truly understand the impact of going number one so quick, because once we start doing the research and going back and hearing, like, the comedy usually doesn't go number one, like it doesn't happen on Netflix, so it's a major deal for us to be able to do that.
Have you guys outgrown Wildin' Out and that whole situation?
I say it. They got a good relationship over there. They have not. Don't put my brothers on the spot like that. I take the heat.
No, that's I ain't out to nothing. No, not at all.
I have
No,
time going over there
You gotta
being
ask them
treated
as
like an
individuals.
employee.
Go ahead, ask them as individuals.
Ask me.
Carlos, have you
Ask them
outgrown
first, and
Wildin' Out?
they ask me. They good over there. Don't put them on the fire. They got a way better relationship with them people than I do. They ain't never had to deal with them folks.
They fired you, Lo.
I don't know.
Man, listen, man. I don't know.
Since y'all want to do that, how Angela Yee get gone? Who was hating on her? You white, you black. Y'all give it to
I was like, dang, this man dressed like the Monopoly shoe at the awards. I say, man, this DJ Envy got on the back of a Capri Sun hosting the red carpet, man. I don't think it's fair that you won't ask my partner and flare him up like that in the morning. You know what time it is.
They be triggering me.
Yeah, man.
They gaslighting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. But we talking about the Netflix special. So Wildin' Out. Have you figured out why they fired you yet? Like, no.
But see, I never be too big for Wildin' Out because it's a soft spot in my heart. And to be 100, it's the only TV show that done put us on TV consecutively, like 8 years. You dig what I'm saying? Like 8 years.
Yeah.
I've been featured somewhere else, but hey, you want to hit the bush? What about you?
No,
You gonna hit the pot?
that's the thing.
DJ Envy. I hate that.
Talk that, but he know, man. Like we. That's why this city is so in New York is so special because we started here with nothing. Like you know what I mean, and we got the opportunity and the springboard to go from that show. And as much as the bush and the politics come into play, like we've been blessed to be able to create a situation where we don't have to deal with those politics. So
I don't feel the same way. No.
You don't?
No.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna argue with you.
Don't.
He don't give a f. He don't went #1. He like that. The cat's out the bag. I ain't no more bull. But nah, but at the real man, we all that's just their relationship. We all love Wild or Not. You dig what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
That's the f we do. Because we was doing this. Yes, the f
Gotta
we
let
do.
him have it, Fly.
I know he went
You
#1.
wasn't there this time. You don't know what I went through.
He love Wild or Not.
I wasn't gonna ask nothing about Wild and Out. Envy asked about it.
You did. You brought it up.
You brought it up.
Okay, listen, but we don't talk enough about the business of 85 South, man.
Facts.
What made y'all stop taking videos off YouTube and start your own app?
Money. Keep your answers real, right? They'll find any reason to flag our content or demonetize our content or hide our content in the algorithm. You know how that works.
Right.
So it's like we have a core fan base that has, that really wants to support us and see us grow. So we had to try to get out of that, out of the matrix of it may go, it may not. So we wanted to make sure that we had our own platform where we could create our own products, our own shows, produce, write, just throw our ideas out there. And we have enough fans and followers that they allowed us the space to create something and support it financially.
Whose idea was that to invest back into the company to make sure that was solidified?
The Kings. We got a whole staff of people. We just have a meeting of the minds, and we try to stay ahead of things like this, like with the YouTube and the ad money situation they're going through now. So it's like we're kind of protected from some of that, but not all of it.
That's why I asked you, because y'all was ahead of the curve, and that's people think I be hating on YouTube, which I don't, because we use YouTube as well. But everything you just said is why you can't put all your stock in the YouTube.
It's free. It's free, and then like you say,
because it's literally their choice. They can say
they get to say how much your video and your content is worth without you putting a value on it. You dig what I'm saying? Like you said, we love YouTube, we appreciate it, but you get to grow. I think once you get to a certain point, you got to grow, and all that content was being free and to the public, and then we're all waiting and trying to figure out how much these folks gonna pay us a month. We just like, you know what? Let's just create our own app, and not only that, we got the platform to continue to create. So now we like, you know what? Let's go back and put people on and actually create shows, and now we got our own channel. That's how channels start. Before you know it, Channel 85 gonna be on Roku.
DC, I want to ask you, when you first came up to the Breakfast Club,
right?
I mean, you wasn't invited. I think you just pulled up on us one time.
Yeah, they invited. They came and you didn't invite me. Charlamagne invited me.
When it comes,
you out of your mind.
The beige rays, man, I gotta say something.
Like some real
y'all gotta raise up off Envy. He been in a lot of beefs these past few weeks.
No, that was your fault.
But here's the thing, though. Y'all two is the worst. Why y'all so zesty, man? I heard that conversation with Gunplay. You answered the phone. Gunplay. Envy on the phone. And then you came on the phone. He's like, well, I smack you. Well, we just gonna be fighting then. I'm like, what y'all got going on, bruh? I ain't never. Envy on the phone. He said, I would smack you. Well, we just gonna be fighting then. I'm like, all right, okay. Then you come up here and say, ass cake. Y'all two, man. Y'all is... No, man.
What did he say, bro?
We just gonna be fighting. I'm like, oh, that's a way to respond. That's the way to respond, Envy.
Envy gonna end up whooping the shit out of somebody.
I hate y'all.
And y'all on tour now, the Monster Tour, right?
Yeah, like I said, they done with now. Yeah, we back on tour, bro. We gotta go make sure these people see that it's real, man. So we were already doing the 3-Headed Monster Tour. And, the Netflix special dropped right in between that. So now we're just going to go sell out some more days.
What's the difference between the 3-Headed Monster Tour and the Ghetto Legends Tour?
We the Ghetto Legends. And
same name. Same people, different names.
Same people. We're not about to do like these rappers and just keep naming our tour the same over and over and over again. That's so not creative.
I thought y'all was doing something different, like coming out like maybe as individuals. Doing your stand-ups.
We already did that.
We did that already.
We did that when we were trying to formulate the foundation of how we was going to rock. And then it was like, you know what? Let's make it different because we do that already.
Yeah.
Like, we do the stand-up part already. If we focus on how do we perfect us being on stage together, You know what I'm saying? Because that's the main thing that they want to come see. So let's come out there and just start like that, because that is the show.
All right, we got more with DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean, 85 South Show. When we come back, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with DC Young Fly, Chico Bean, and, of course, Carlos Miller, 85 South Show. Well, y'all working so much, I was going to say, y'all on the road. We all fathers up here. How do y'all make sure y'all still have time for the kids? Like I see you doing videos with your daughter,
Yeah,
your daughter bossing you around.
All the way.
So how do you still get that time in?
I mean, for me, it's just what you said, making sure I'm central to where she is. So whenever I do come home, I'm easily accessible, and whatever it is she's into, whatever she wants to do, I make sure that that's my main priority. I don't, go home after being gone for a long time and try to figure out what I want to do with her. I figure out what she wants to do with me, and I just apply that, and it makes it easy because she understands. She's grown with me throughout this process. I wasn't famous when she was little. I was trying to get there, so she understands the process. So now she's cool with it, and she'll never look at me like a celebrity or nothing like that. I'm just daddy.
Right.
So whatever she wants to do, I'm with it, and that's the way I kind of try to make up for the missing time, because you can't get that back. Your kids need the time. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is you can provide, they need the time. So, and we have conversations to where I help her understand. I don't lie to my daughter. I keep it real with her, so to help her understand that, it's a process. Daddy has to do this to be able to create a life for you, so you won't have to be gone as much as I'm gone.
That's
you know what I mean? So that's just what it is.
See how it is when you got a daughter that's all loving and, Daddy, I love you, I miss you, just go get our nails done. My son walk out his room and be like, damn, you still here? When you leaving, bro?
He be ready for you.
But he look just like you. Act like you. That's you, bro. That's you. Every time I see his son, bro, I be like, bro, that is Carlos Jr. Like, he ain't excited about it. Don't matter what you do. How you see him, be like, what's up, nephew? He be like, yeah, all right.
Exactly.
He probably can stay home by himself, so he probably want to be at the house by himself.
Exactly. And he at that age where, he want to spend a lot of time by himself.
Yeah,
so.
I would too.
How old your son in there?
He's 14.
Oh. Do you talk to him like, look, I ain't ready to be no grandfather yet?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's gonna trigger him to go get some.
That's his business. He about that age where he needs to start trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
What about you, DC?
I mean, same thing what Chico said, man. You know what I mean? When I get home, I just make sure, it's all about them. Make sure that they taken care of. You dig what I'm saying? And I just take it a day at a time because, unfortunately, my circumstances is different now, so I done became a full father. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, I'm trying to grasp into being a full father. So I'm learning right now what is a full father. You know what I'm saying? And my boy Chico, he been doing it for so long, you know what I mean? So I watch everybody around me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I just pick up on game off of just what he just said. I'm like, I'm gonna start doing that too.
But you know what you said? We gotta learn from each other, because he just said that, and that made me think about it. Damn, do I make my daughter do things that she don't want to do? That's what I'm doing. Next time I'm like, what do you want to do? Let's do what you want to do.
Yeah, it's just, for me, like, that makes it easier because, like, even what Fly just said with his circumstances, like, I've been through that with my father being killed when I was 2 years old, so I know what it feels like not to have 50% of what is responsible for you. So in me being there for my daughter, I just try to do all the things that I wish my dad would have been able to be there to do with me. Mm-hmm. And that's just, it makes it easier for us to be able to understand that gap that comes when, your kids grow up. They get older, and then, it get to a point where they don't want to be bothered with you no way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She got a little boyfriend now. It's 6'6", 300 pounds in the 9th grade. So I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
You got to watch that, man.
Ain't no
too big, man. What you doing about that?
Ain't no hell nah. I'm like, yeah, good job, baby. Don't with no look like your daddy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't no little man.
But, I mean, I'm in stature compared to him, but all of that is, me being able to have the conversations with her that I have makes it easy for me to be able to deal with that, because she's not afraid to come to me with anything. Right. And that's the biggest thing in the world for me, because, they got so many ways to hide information from you now. It's like, if you ain't keeping it real with your kids, they gonna find out, and then they gonna look at you like you full of for not being the one that's telling them.
You gotta talk to me about that. My daughter going to 10th grade. Like, do you let them have time with each other? Like,
I mean, they go to the movies and they do little stuff like that. I mean, ain't no alone time. Like, 6'6", you're not about to be using that. Nah, not in my house. Nah,
like, I don't lie to my daughter. Like, she don't believe in Santa Claus. She don't believe in no tooth fairy. Ain't no tooth fairy getting you no money. And Santa Claus ain't did. in this household.
I agree with
Why you don't let them believe
argue
in
about
Santa?
that all the time.
We argue about that because see, my kids believe in Santa, right? Parents, if you're
That's why
listening,
your
we have
children
this
be
conversation.
disrespectful to you and f***ing with Santa more.
No,
you Dad. I'm waiting on Santa.
but you want them to have that memory and that fantasy of sleeping at night and waking up.
No. What we're doing, we're training our children to believe a lie.
A lie. I agree.
To no tooth fairy.
No, the tooth fairy ain't flying in his hood and putting no $2 up under your pillow. That was my stupid ass trying to walk in here and not wake your ass up to put some money up under your pillow.
No Easter bunny.
Let me ask you this,
Hell
Envy.
no, I'm religious. We don't do that no way.
If you allow your kids to believe in something that you know isn't true, how could you get mad at them when they tell you something that isn't true?
That's right.
Like, how could you be mad if you be like, man, where was you at? Man, I was with Santa Claus, Daddy.
But see, I just remember that experience as a kid, believing in Santa and that feeling of hoping.
I remember the feeling when I found out that was fake, and I was like, why she ain't tell me? Why they just ain't? You the reason why I ain't have no toys, not Santa.
Damn it, man.
I grew up in an apartment. There wasn't no chimney for that to come down, so I knew Santa Claus wasn't real. He ain't knocking on no doors.
You don't
That
want
ain't
no
in the
cookies in
story.
this house. We got Roques.
See, I disagree.
What happened, Los?
Santa Claus is real.
Thank you.
I seen him. He's a black man. And he's not getting the credit for saving Christmas Day because he's black.
So you got everything you wanted for Christmas as a kid, Los?
Yeah.
Oh, he had a good childhood.
I had the best childhood ever.
Really?
I ain't never
Hood
hurt
rich.
for nothing.
Hood rich.
Ghetto rich. I had robots and Transformers and go-karts and I had over 150 G.I. Joes. I had the base.
Oh, I had that too.
Castle Grayskull.
I had that.
Man,
Look at these
Voltron, my Nintendo.
Oh my God.
Atari, PlayStation. Every
Sega
Nintendo
Genesis.
had every Nintendo game that was accessible.
Me too.
Oh man,
Hey, Envy.
He talking about me too.
Hey,
You
Envy.
ain't
Hey,
grow up.
Envy.
You ain't grow up how we grew up.
No, right? Hey, Envy. You know I smack you, right?
We gonna fight this.
Yeah, I ain't never hurt for nothing in childhood, bro. We had literally everything.
I stopped asking for shit because I knew it was a possibility that I wasn't gonna get it.
Nah,
60% that I wasn't gonna get. No, you know what? 75.
So you was trying to soften the blow of.
It was like, what do I have to do in order for me to achieve what I want? That's how I had to get it.
Nah, man.
Something had to be done.
Wanda wasn't going
I'm
like
talking
that.
about outstanding, like valedictorian. You got to be like magnificent. If a teacher called me today, that's put you back 2 years. Like Jesus.
Nah, I started working when I was 9 years old. My mama told me I'm responsible for what you need, not what you want. What you want is on you. So I was having to go get my own money from an early age. So I knew it wasn't no Santa Claus.
Child labor laws.
Hell yeah, all
I
the
had
way.
Social Security, so once I realized I got my check and it was coming in,
What?
Cause my daddy old, so you know when you old as a child, you know Social Security, you get Social Security.
I did not know that.
The child gets Social Security?
I was getting Social Security, but when I didn't know that until I got like in 10th grade. My daddy was like, "Man, why you keep asking for shit? Like your mama getting Social Security, you getting $800 every month?" I said, $800. He said, "Ask your mama. Some of that money yours." I was like, "It mine." It come in the mail with your name on it. I went to my mom. I said, "Hey, Mom, Daddy said I get his Social Security. Yeah, I be paying the bill." I said, "I know
got
that.
your ass whooped.
I understand you got to pay the bill. Listen, you ain't got to worry about me no more. Give me half, and we're going to treat it like a job. I get $200 every 2 weeks. You ain't got to worry about me. No criminal, don't worry about me." When my mama looked at me, and she was like, I could just see her think about, I ain't got to worry about him. I ain't got to worry about him. She was like, run it. Ever since I was 15, my mama ain't had to do for me.
So you ain't flip that 200 and get your little.
I was great.
Hey man, come on, bro. What's up with you, man? Don't be trying to incriminate my man up here.
What you asked me?
Leonard McElvey, come on, bro.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right.
Don't worry about it.
No, I mean, I was a child, 15, getting 200, you know what I mean? So I stayed gambling, doing my thing. I was out the way.
All right, we got more with DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean, 85 South Show. When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with DC Young Fly, Chico Bean, and of course, Carlos Miller, 85 South Show. Charlamagne?
Now, this was y'all was on the road this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
With condolences, DC. Was that the first show?
Like, yes, Tampa and Jacksonville. Yes, sir.
How did that feel?
It was one of them ones where you don't know. You can train yourself for a fight, but nigga coming in and hit your ass one good time. You like, God damn, I ain't trained for that one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just stepping stool that I just really had to I had to go ahead and step over because I got to. And I'm conditioned for it from when my cousin passed. So when my cousin passed, I had to hurry up and go back to work. So I knew what it felt like, but I was like, I ain't never lose no spouse. You dig what I'm saying? So, but I had love from my brothers. You dig what I'm saying? From the team and from Tampa to Jacksonville, man, they came in there and the love was just in the air. So I never felt a dull moment. Now on stage, I ain't gonna lie, I had a couple times where I was just like, who get set together? You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, you know what? You here. God has equipped you to be here. This is the moment. People are watching you right now. Continue to give them that work because you're helping so many people out that's watching you. And you know, like I say, man, my brothers, I gotta commend them so much, man. I don't feel it on stage when I'm with them. It's just when I look at them, I know we good.
And what makes your faith so strong?
Man, God is real. And you know, I come from a church background, you know what I'm saying? But when you find your own relationship, this ain't about nobody else's relationship, this is all about me. It's my relationship with God. So I'm only speaking from experience and plus other people experience who are also God-fearing and they walk and talk in the same manner as me. And when you read the Bible, it gives you lessons, it teaches you. So when you have your own experience in the real world, a lot of people want to go straight to, I'm such of a good person. Just because you give good in the world don't mean your life gonna be great.
That's why they say you a spiritual being living a human existence. But just because you spiritual and you got God don't mean human stuff not gonna happen.
Bro, we human, bro. Like we human, bro. Like we human, and the social media has taken the toll of trying to desensitize the enemy's plan and desensitize all of the enemy's wrongdoings. And they like, well, you're not emotional enough on Instagram, and it's like that's not what you promote. You human, so you already know that's possible. I have to let you know that God is real and God is keeping me uplifted. God is in the situation that making sure I'm strong for my children. God is in the situation to make sure that I'm able to do this for you. God is in the situation to make sure that everybody is still reaching out to him, to giving him the praise even through the midst of pain, because y'all want to, as soon as something happens, you want to say, well, why me? Or question God. You're not even understanding the purpose when you start doing that. Once you start questioning, you will never find the answers. You got to sit and be still. When you be still, he's going to guide you. He's going to direct you. And you'll be able to see that everybody that's not following the same, because when they speak, you will hear. And when other people speak, I heard people don't understand, all the prayers, all the text messages, all the love that y'all was giving. I felt it, so it was like, okay, that's God's energy right there. Let me know that these are other God-fearing people that's standing with me. So it's like once I move, I know I got 3-4 million people that's gonna move with me. Just make sure we keep the journey strong. We're not gonna be like Moses. Every time God tell him something, well, I don't think I'm equipped. I'm equipped because you told me to do it. So I just got to find the instructions. Where's the manual? Just sit and be still. The people are gonna come. You'll get the signs. He's gonna talk to you. But you don't move how the human mind would move. Only move in the spiritual mind. Because the human mind, we already know that. That's where the questions, that's where the doubt come in. That's where you feel like you're not going to be able to make it. But the spiritual mind going to always tell you a soldier. It don't matter how many scratches you got on your back. If he keep waking you up every morning, if he keep giving you the energy, you better strap on your boots and use whatever you're going through as motivation to reach the finish line. Why would you not reach the finish line and you done went through all you done went through? I got to make it to the finish line.
Yeah,
it's the bright side of bullshit, man. You got to be able to look at the bright side of bullshit, because you can't avoid bullshit. It's unavoidable. It's just when it's your turn, and whenever it's your turn, it's all about perspective. Like a lot of the things that people look at as setbacks in my life, which to me was just gateways to new thinking. You know what I mean? And new ways to look at it. I remember my uncle got murdered. I was feeling every emotion you can feel. I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm confused, I'm everything. And then when I walked outside in front of that hospital and everything was still moving, all right, baby, I see you later. All right, don't park right here. All right, we going to lunch. It let me know that, okay, my world is crushed in shambles, but the world is going to spin regardless of what I got going on. So when you create your bubble, the people that are within it, that's what they're there for. That's why you got to be real selective with who you let be around you, because when those times come, when that bullshit comes into your life, it's best to have people you can lean on. Like when I was standing in front of my mama casket, these two brothers was right there. Like, you know, when he went through what he went through, we was right there, and we all have been there for each other. But it's very important that you find people that are reliable enough to be there for you when life comes and it's something that you can't control, because the world is just going to be looking at you like, oh, okay, let's see what they do. But we got to make sure when you got that circle, your circle got to be strong enough to be able to prop you up in those times when you need to be propped up, because if you don't have nobody, it make it that much more difficult for you to keep getting to the finish line, like he said.
I wanted to ask y'all, when it comes to being still, right? We always talk about being still after something bad happened. Y'all just went #1 on Netflix. Now y'all got to be still. What is God telling y'all?
Keep going. Keep going. It's like, if we know what it took to get to that point, so it's like, if we can use that as a gauge, all right, so we had to work that long, this amount of shows, this amount, okay. So if we want to get to the big bag, we're going to have to do this 3 times. 3 times as much. You're going to have to keep doing the same work. You're going to have to keep doing this. I'm going to have to keep doing it. But we still going to have to do more on top of that, too.
When you see God put 3 people together like this, and we are able to create an element within the world that allows us to receive a blessing as a unit that most people would do anything for, that let me know, like, okay, we didn't beat the game, Slim. Now we just, you know, we got, it's like the Super Mario, when you get the star, that's what it feel like. Like, it feel like we got the Super Mario star, and all we got to do is just keep running. Anything we run into, boop, 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 we knocking it out. You know what I mean?
So who's the best prayer in the group here?
Man, DJ Envy.
We want you to close out on the prayer.
Why your white ass don't be praying?
You need to pray.
It's DJ Envy, Heavenly Father. I just want to let you know, from the Breakfast Club, we love you.
Give it to your boy DJ Envy. We got a special guest in here, God. You know what I mean? We got some special guests in here, God. I just want to say, God, won't you bless my brothers? You know what I mean?
Going down tonight at the pearly gates.
You already know we got the hottest new song, Scarlett, coming up live at the pearly gates. Get the out New York and heaven if you're not with God. DJ Envy.
I'm not praying with y'all.
DJ Envy. Hallelujah.
South Shore, Chico, baby.
Make sure you go stream the Ghetto Legends on Netflix right now.
Hold on, have y'all ever prayed on here?
Yeah,
keep
all the
going.
time.
Keep going.
What?
Keep going. But we gonna get to
make sure you check out Ghetto Legends on Netflix. Make sure you subscribe to Channel 85. Make sure you go get all the 85 South merchandise, man.
Yeah, get us back to #1. We didn't went.
We're not doing the prayer.
We didn't get down.
We gonna do the prayer. Have y'all ever did a prayer on air? With who?
Farrakhan, Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Okay.
Devon Franklin.
Okay. Y'all some God-fearing people.
Give us a prayer. You ain't gonna do a prayer?
Yeah, we're gonna do a prayer.
All right, DJ Envy.
Come on. All right.
Okay, here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we come together humbly, Heavenly Father, and we just want to continue to just give you all the praise and give you all the thanks, Heavenly Father. We're thankful for everybody that's in this room, Heavenly Father, and we ask humbly, Lord God, that you continue to just keep me and my loved ones healthy, safe, and protected, Heavenly Father. Even through the midst of pain, Heavenly Father, we give you praise, Heavenly Father. Even through the midst of confusion, Heavenly Father, we give you praise, Heavenly Father. Even through the midst of all the worriness, Heavenly Father, we give you praise, Heavenly Father. And we just want to continue to live righteous and be obedient and respectful to your laws and your commandments, Heavenly. With gratitude, Heavenly Father, we pray for the strength and motivation to just stay focused and inspired. In Jesus' name we pray, in Yahshua's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
85 South Show, yo.
Hey, it's the Breakfast Club 85 South Show. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
You make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
Before we do Donkey today, I want to tell y'all too that first of all, it's dropping the clues bombs for LL Cool J and the Roots, right?
Absolutely.
That interview will be up on YouTube, and it's how long is it?
Hour and 30
minutes. So yeah,
great conversation.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, August 9th goes to Derek Porter. Now, Derek is a Georgia man, but this incident happened in Panama City Beach, Florida, so it's clearly something in the water in Florida. You spend too much time there, you get hit with that Florida fool gene. Now, what does Uncle Shala always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is no exception, okay? Derek Porter, you are a Florida man today. Now, let me start with the headline, courtesy of News Channel 8 Florida, because I love the headlines when they come from Florida, okay? When this Florida foolishness, the headlines be amazing, okay? First off, the headline reads, Florida. Then it says, man breaks into Florida church, baptizes himself before stealing money. Let's go to News Channel 8 for the report, please.
Mid-morning manhunt ended today with a Georgia man in custody. Bay County Sheriff's deputies arrested Derek Porter on burglary, criminal mischief, and several drug charges. They say that Porter broke into the Emerald Beach Church of God on Alf Coleman in Panama City Beach this morning. He allegedly used a cinder block to smash a window, which alerted a church employee who fled. Authorities say that Porter caused about $8,000 in damage, took some electronic equipment and the church money back. Deputies, Panama City Beach Police, and canine units descended on the church and arrested Porter. They say he had meth and paraphernalia. Porter supposedly claimed that he could not remember what happened inside of the church, at least not most of it, but he did say he remembered baptizing himself in the church's baptism pool, and he claimed something was holding his head under the water. Porter was already free on bond for a burglary in Georgia.
There's so much wrong with this. First of all, using a cinder block to break the church's windows, to break into the church. Now, I know scripture says that God does not live in houses made by human hands, so I'm not going to say the church is God's house, but it is a place of positivity for the most part. A place where people congregate and worship, a place where people go to seek forgiveness and salvation. To break the church's windows may not send you to hell, but damn it, it's sure not creating positive energy in your life either. This sounds like this brother watched First Sunday with Ice Cube and Tracy Morgan one too many times. All right, the church is the place where you go to learn about the most forgiving entity ever, God. Okay, keyword is forgiving. All right, in Derek's mind, he looked at the church to be responsible for giving him money. All right, listen, we know every church collects tithes and offerings and, of course, the building fund that don't really be building anything, but never did we ever think to rob the church. Have we ever thought about taking back our $20, you know what I'm saying, that we put in the collection plate and, you know, putting in a 5 or a couple ones instead? Yes. Okay, every Sunday we think about that when you're giving your offering, but you really pushing God's forgiveness when you take the criminal actions in the church. Now, let's keep in mind that police said they found meth and drug paraphernalia on Derek. So he was probably high out of his mind. And when he tells police that he could not remember what happened during various moments inside the church, it's because he was high. All right, but he does remember baptizing himself in the church's baptistry pool. It's safe to say he was high out of his mind, if that's what he thinks, okay? See, Porter claims something was holding his head down under the water while in the pool. Derek, let me be the first to tell you that you were experiencing a meth-induced psychosis, all right, hallucination. You weren't being baptized, you were swimming, all right? You took a lap or two in the church's pool. Now, can you baptize yourself? Sure. All right, it's not the pattern laid out in the Bible, nor is it the recommended method of being baptized. However, if you truly understand the purpose of water baptism that is revealed in the Word of God, okay, you can do it, all right? And if you have no one who is able to baptize you at the time, then of course you might do it yourself. But don't listen to me, okay? Because there's not a Jakes or Roberts in my name, so I could be totally wrong. But I don't think breaking into a church, being high off meth, is the right environment or setting for a baptism. Now, let me tell you something else. Let me tell you where else this man went wrong and why he's truly getting donkey of the day today. You broke into the church, okay? Send the block to the window. Bang! You caused $8,000 worth of damage to the church. Then you stole all the electronics, TVs, computers, and the church's money bag. That's why you're being charged with burglary of an occupied structure. Now, here's the thing. Your order was off, my brother. Okay, you broke into the church and baptized yourself first and then committed all these sins. If you was going to do it, you should have broke into the church, stole what you wanted to steal, and saved the baptism for last. Because the whole point of baptism is to wash away your sins, correct? What you did is the equivalent of taking a shower and then doing a number 2. Okay, you are a different type of human, basically a psychopath if you shower, then do a number 2 on purpose. Okay, I understand sometimes, you know, happens. All right, but nobody purposely takes a shower and then does a number 2. Just like nobody walks into a church, gets baptized, and then sins on purpose. You might sin after you get baptized, but not on purpose. Like, you have to pick one, Derek. All right, if you're going to break into a church and steal, you have to get baptized at a later date. But you damn sure don't baptize yourself first and then sin. Please give Derek Porter the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
Now, I can't prove any of this. But I feel like DJ Envy showers and then takes a number 2 on purpose? What do you think, Ashley?
Is my
It
life
strikes me as the type.
Is that what you're thinking about? Why?
Because the way you looked when I said it.
No.
Yes, when I said it, you looked like
he was unfazed?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
No, that's not true at all. But the way you just asked that question, it seems like
Why don't you just answer the question?
Hmm?
Why don't you just answer the question?
What? If I poop, I shower.
Do you shower and then poop on purpose, though?
No.
Okay, just
Man,
making
you
sure.
are a liar, and you've always been a liar.
That is not true.
Okay.
When I poop, I shower.
All right. I'm not judging.
Why you all in my butt?
I'm not.
Why are you in my butt?
I'm not, nor do I want to be.
Yo, all right. Then why you asking? Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Tiffany Haddish.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
I feel successful.
Okay.
I woke up today, and it was very close to not waking up.
You had the cheeks out at the VMAs, Tiff.
I know it's my first time my cheeks out. Did you see my nipples too?
I ain't see the nipples.
I had nipples out and I had cheeks out.
I
was ass out. I was ass out.
What inspired that look?
Well, you know, I'm pivoting into music, and what I notice is if you're doing music, you gotta have your ass out.
That is true.
I mean,
all the girls are
if you're gonna make it in music, you gotta have that ass out. If you ain't got your ass out, you ain't gonna make it in music.
That is true.
If you a female in music, ass out.
Damn.
Now your single has random people like these people don't connect, but you connect them, right?
I'm the connection.
Little John and Fabio.
Fabio Foreign.
Now how was that connection?
Do you know Bagats? Bagats is who brought it all together. He's like helps me put songs together. I've been working with him for years, and he was like, "If you could do a song with anybody, who would it be?" I'm like, Lil Jon. I always wanted to do a song with Lil Jon. Like ever since the 1900s, I've been wanting to know Lil Jon. So he reached out to him, and he was like, "What you know about Fabio?" And I was like, "Who's that?" And then he was like, he put me on. I was like, "Oh, I love his music. I know who you're talking about." He was like, I think we should get all that together. I was like, "Let's see if we can get them all together."
Now the first time
I don't think that's random at all, though, because Little John is crunk. Right. And to me, all of that drill energy and all of that, it all derives from the crunk energy.
Yeah, it's called evolution, Envy.
But when you met Little John, did you do that? Because everybody has to do that. You didn't do it?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Because I don't like when people be like, "She ready," all in my face. Like, so I didn't do that to him. What I did to him was like, "Yo, I respect you. I enjoy you. You have no idea. I used to be the mascot in high school. I've done so many routines to your music. Matter of fact, let me show you one." And then I just danced right there on Sunset.
What was the routine?
Oh boy, let's see this. Yeah, we want to see.
You got the energy.
Let's go.
You need the music? What song here you need?
Okay.
He couldn't say no to you
No, he
after
couldn't
that.
say no after that.
You got to do the feature after that.
Well, he had already did it.
Oh, okay.
He already did it. He did it before we met in person.
I'm glad you did this because I feel like Lil Jon is a person we don't celebrate enough, man.
Yes.
Like, I really do. I think he is one of the greatest producers
absolutely
ever. Tell the club closes. It's clearly based off true events.
Yeah.
To the club closes. You hang out with me.
That's right.
I will stay to the end of the party.
Yes, you will.
I like a good party.
Oh, you're that person. That 4 o'clock, you just like, why the lights on?
2 vodkas, good music, I'm dancing all night till people it's like barely anybody there. When there's barely anybody there, that's the best part.
You've been doing the music though, and I don't think people realize like a lot of times when they watch your specials or the C Ready specials, you put your music on those specials.
Yeah, I put my music on the specials. A lot of the TV shows that I'm in and movies that I've been in. And that one I did with Billy Crystal, I sang all through that. I've been talking with a lot of singers and asking them, how do you do this? I met Janet. I asked her, how do you sing and dance and do all that and not be windy?
Where did you meet Janet at?
I went to her concert.
Okay.
We're at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles.
LA,
And then she had an after party, and I went to the after party. She told me she loved that I cut my hair. She said, "Oh my goodness, I love when you cut your hair. It's so beautiful. I've always wanted to do that, but you know, it's not like from my era. It's like frowned upon. It's frowned upon to cut your hair." And she's like, "I just love that you did that." And I'm like, "Thank you. Now tell me your magic. How do you sing and dance at the same time?" She said, "You practice." I was like, that's the part I don't like.
But you practice.
I do practice a lot of things, but singing and dancing, no. I just either dance
or sing
or tell jokes. I don't even.
Yeah.
I'm a rapper, but I can sing now.
Now, how you been doing with the strike that's been going on? Because I mean, movies and touring and everything that's going on. How has that have affected you?
The strike. Look, it's a situation. I've been out there, you know, walking around, marching, if you will, protesting, if you will, and things need to be resolved. But for me during this time, okay, that part of it is exercise, kind of. I really wish I could be on those committees and help negotiate. I'm really good at negotiations, I like to think. But with this downtime, I've been focusing more on my music. I have a little farm right in South Central LA, and now it's officially a farm because I have bees, and I harvest the honey, and I'll be selling the honey. So our bees in the trap.
That's
bees in the trap.
That's smart. Last person I know that did that was Dr. Oz.
Yep.
Dr. Oz had a bee problem in his backyard, so he decided to start harvesting the honey from the bees.
Yeah, and once you start harvesting it, and when you sell it, you become a farmer, and that's the tax write-off.
And the taxes are super duper low.
Yep, super low. And then I've been focusing more on my properties. I went ahead and bought a couple more, and I've been turning these like duplexes and apartment buildings into like transitional living situations for foster youth. And I get to spend more time with them, and I'm learning more from them, and I'm teaching them more of what I know. So I have a little more time to be more useful in my community.
I love it.
So I love it.
And so the grocery store you opening that's clearly going to be farm right to the grocery store, right?
Yep. And I want it to be, you know, black farmers and black vendors. I noticed that all these other communities, they have, you know, there's a Hispanic farm, but a Hispanic grocery store, Jewish grocery store, you know, Asian grocery stores, but I never see black grocery stores. So we gonna do that. That's what I'm doing.
Are you still happy in this business?
For the most part, yeah. I've been warned of all kind of things that could happen before I really got in. Half of those things have happened.
Really?
Half of them have happened. And it's like, you know, the people that you love the most, they probably gonna turn their back on you. You're gonna find out who your real friends are. You're gonna help people, and they gonna stab you right in your face, not even in your back. And it's sad. That part is sad. But I'm glad, because then I don't have to be with your fake ass for my whole life. You know, because when I love you, I love you. You know that. Absolutely. Like when I love people, I love them. I show up for them, and I don't want to show up for nobody that don't really love me.
Does it give you trust issues?
Yeah, I got trust issues for sure. I used to trust people so much, just easily trust. I take you for face value, but now I don't do that no more. Now I'm like, I hired investigator to background check anybody new in my life.
Do you really?
Yeah, I hired somebody to background check. If you want to be in my world, there's going to be a background check. I'm going to know your business.
So you must have found some crazy stuff about people.
People done did some out here. I had to stop talking to them. They probably think like, oh, Tiffany must have changed her number. I didn't change my number. I blocked you.
Damn.
I blocked your ass.
How did that impact your love life?
So now I'm even more selective. So do the background check. Did you know that you can do STD tests at home?
No.
Off of Amazon, you can order STD kits. Oh, you guys are married.
Now,
so you don't know about this.
I heard you got a dog, that had a dog that can sniff STDs, but tell about this first.
No, so the dog died.
Oh, damn.
The dog died January of 20.
You must have sniffed the wrong STD.
Nah, she's 14 years old.
Oh, okay.
She's old, pit bull. So, I've learned that on Amazon you can buy STD testing kits.
Okay.
So I'll do a background check on the guy. I'll hang out with them for a while, for a month or two, maybe 3, 4. Let him take me out nice places and stuff. And once I decide, okay, I want to hook up with this dude, I'll be like, you gotta take this test. It takes about 2 weeks. Some of them are instant, and some of them takes about 2 weeks to come back with the results. I'm like, when the results come back, you're gonna these cheeks. And then that's how that goes. And as soon as he asks me for any money, or say he forgot his wallet, or he seemed kind of broke, I disappear.
Damn.
All right, we got more with Tiffany Haddish when we come back.
You ever date another man in the industry?
Nah, I'm cool on that. I like small business owners. I'm about the small business owners.
Why don't you like the industry?
Nah, I want small business owners.
She said she likes small penises and small business owners.
She didn't say small penises.
I do like small penises. Yeah, I like a good medium.
Jesus.
Yeah, I like a medium and a small business owner. Because small business owners gonna appreciate me a little more than a dude in the industry. I feel like also dudes in the industry, it's like egos and stuff involved. And if you shine a little bit too bright, if this is whatever, I done talked to a few guys in this business, and I just realized they're better at doing their job of being a celebrity, and I'm better not being with that person.
So what about if it's a small business person with a bigger size penis?
I don't want the big penis. I have endometriosis, so I'm good. I don't want to hurt.
What is that?
I don't know. I was hoping you would know.
What is it?
Google, what is endometriosis?
I can't even spell it.
Endometriosis.
Hello.
So
endometriosis.
endometriosis.
I see it. Hold on.
I got it.
So it's something that women suffer from.
Disorder in which tissue similar to the tissue that lines the uterus grows outside the uterus in places where it doesn't belong.
Right, and it can overgrow on the inside of the uterus, and it causes pain. So if you're dealing with somebody with a whole lot of meat, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a situation, and it's a little It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, and I suffer from discomfort every month, and I thought it was normal, and I'm just now finding out this year that that's not normal. Your cycle is not supposed to hurt. If it hurts when you're on your cycle, that's a problem. There's a problem there. It's not supposed to hurt at all. Maybe you get a little tired because you're losing blood, but it shouldn't be painful. And if it's painful, you probably have endometriosis.
Now, true, it says there may be heavy bleeding or pain during sex or when having bowel movements.
Nah, I don't be bleeding during sex. I don't do that.
But it means there's more meat down there than in the vagina.
Well, it is meaty.
Well, tell us about your partnership with the Arby's Foundation.
What is Arby's thing? We got the meat. What is the Arby's slogan?
We got the meat. You want this ethnicity sandwich? No. With the Arby's Foundation. But my partnership with the Arby's Foundation is quite awesome. So I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of children in America that are having an issue with affording lunch.
Absolutely.
It's hard to afford lunch, and a lot of them are incurring debt. So they'll let the kids eat lunch, but there'll be a debt that occurs, and in order to graduate or get their diploma, they have to pay off that debt, and it's up to like $19 million.
Wow.
It's a lot. So the Arby's Foundation has decided to put up $1 million towards that debt to make sure these kids can graduate and get their degrees or their diplomas. And I got really excited about that because I remember, having a lunch ticket, getting that free lunch, and being able to learn better. When I'm hungry, I don't learn so good. But when I'm full, my ability to learn is a lot better.
Right.
So
I was going to ask, you were at the VMAs. We seen you there. What was your thought on the VMAs? Tell us about it. Cause
everything was just so great. In the way that it was set up, it felt like I was in like this super like fun spaceship concert. Because the aliens are coming. So I'm just waiting for my alien husband to come and take me away.
You ready for an alien at this point? Is that bad out here?
Yeah, I'm cool. I want an alien husband. I think it'd be dope. We could levitate together, talk to each other with our minds. Yeah.
Did you get your heart broken last
summer?
Oh.
He was a big business owner. Oh well.
A big business owner?
Big business owner.
What? And what happened? Y'all broke up?
I don't even know if we was really together. Well, you see, y'all married, so you don't know this life.
I get it.
The single women out here know what I'm talking about. You think you in a relationship, you're not sure. It feel like it because you at his house all the time, he at your house, but then you find out that
you got a whole other family?
Yeah, it's a situation.
Damn. So what stops you from putting people like that on blast?
I don't want my picture next to their picture. What I've learned about this business, watch who you talk about, because your picture will be next to their picture.
Side by side shot.
I don't even. And everybody be like, but I'm gonna give me an alien husband. It's gonna be off the chain. Then we probably do a reality show together. My alien husband.
Are you going back on the road tour? Comedy?
Yeah. I start October 1st. I'm back on the road doing comedy. And I'm in Atlantic City. I'm doing a bunch of casinos. So that should be cool. I should meet an alien in there.
What's your favorite way to tell a story now? Because I asked Cedric the Entertainer that earlier. Is it books? Is it movies? Is it TV? Is it stand up? What's your favorite way to tell a story?
My favorite way to tell a story is in stand up. And then to watch that turn into something even bigger is great. I got a Grammy for telling stories.
That's right.
I got nominated for a Grammy for reading out loud. My drama teacher was so proud. I had to let her know, girl, I'm glad you sat down with me because nominated for a Grammy. So, but yeah, on stage live in a room full of people and getting that immediate gratification, hearing the people, it's the best.
Is it unnecessary pressure though? Because your star has risen so much, so are you able to go out there and just work out the way you would want to?
I always do. And sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. And I don't care what they say as long as it feels good to me.
Right.
Yeah, as long as it feels good to me.
Did you really get paid for your first movie by selling DVDs? Did the producer take?
Yeah, he really just handed me some DVDs and said, "Good luck, sell those." Like
That's wild.
And I see the movie on TV all the time, and it pisses me off because I gets nothing. And I became homeless during that time.
Wow.
Like while I was shooting that movie, I became homeless. I didn't have nowhere to stay. I was sleeping in my car on the set. I was always on time to work, never was late because I was sleeping in the parking lot waiting for everyone to get to set.
Damn.
Like that was the worst.
But you know, some people when they heard you say that, they thought you were talking about Girls Trip.
Hilarious.
They didn't know.
No. But I've been in this business since 1996.
Exactly.
And that was in 2003 when that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, my first movie where I was the star of the movie. It was in 2003.
I bet you'll never work with that producer again.
Never. Hey, you know what's crazy? I saw that director sitting on a bus stop. And he looked a damn mess. And I said, "Oh, they didn't pay you either, huh?" He was like, "Oh, Tiffany." And I was like, "Do you need a ride?" He was like, "Yeah." And then he came up to the car and I could smell him. I said, "Oh, I got to go the other way. I'm sorry."
Damn.
He smelled really bad.
Damn.
Jesus.
It's one of those smells that you know it's going to stick in your, it's going to stick.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want that to stick.
Are you putting out a whole album?
Yeah, well, we drop a couple of singles and then put out the whole album. So I would like for the whole album to come out on my birthday. Which is December the 3rd.
Okay.
You know, I always like to drop something around my birthday.
Absolutely.
It's my gift to the world.
Are you you're not signed to nobody though, right?
She Ready Music. Yeah. I have my own label.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I'd put my money into that.
There you go. Hey, Tiffany, we appreciate you joining us.
I
We
appreciate
love
y'all
you so
too.
much.
This is like a dream.
You've been
here a million times. Knock it
No,
off.
I feel like I'm in a dream right now.
Oh, but you still sleep. She's still asleep. That's why.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. You got a positive note?
Yes, man. I just want to tell people out there, man, always be humble because what God gives, He can also take away. And I want y'all to remember that humility is not weakness, okay, but strength under control. It's not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. All right? Stay humble.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?